Well, after a bit of an accident there with my phone dropping out the holder, I'm back. Yeah, so we ended up heading off down at Shelby. Like I say, we ended up in a bar. Came out of there and went into this hat shop to buy some Stetsons. It was so strange because the woman who owned the shop, she couldn't believe she had English people in her shop. And she left us to tend to the shop while she went off to go and get a camera to get a photograph of us all. So we ended up deciding that, well, we might as well stay over. So we found a motel, booked into there, and then stayed around in Shelby for the evening, visiting various bars on the way. So, following morning, gets up, goes to book out the motel after having a good night in Shelby, and the receptionist just looked at us and said, "You the British guys?" And I said, "Yeah." "Sheriff wants to see you." I was like, "Christ." So I said to the rest of the guys, right, whatever damage is done, we'll pay for. Yeah, thinking that we'd damaged something or done something. So we duly went off to the sheriff's office. When we get to the sheriff's office, get seen by this young lad, one of the deputies. I said to him, "The sheriff wants to see us," and suddenly I heard this voice go, "Hey, Nobby, is that you?" And it was the sheriff. Well, I looked at him, I didn't quite recognise him. And then he explained to me that we'd met up in the American Legion in Shelby and he'd bought the KFC for everyone. Yeah. So I said to him, "Right, okay, if there's any damage or anything, the boys will club together and we'll pay for the damage." "Hey, there's no damage, Nubby." He said, "What it is, there's no beer left in Shelby." And it turns out we'd, us along with the locals having such a good time, we'd drunk the place dry. So he said to me about the fact that you say you're going back into Canada after going down south. He said, "If you let us know, we'll make sure everything's replaned." Which we duly did on the way back. I rang him up to let him know that we were coming through. And when we arrived in Shelby, there was a beer truck outside every single beer establishment replanting the beer, which was good. So, like I say, when we left Shelby, we went down south, went into Yellowstone Park, because we all wanted to try and find Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. Met up with a park ranger there that he'd been struck by lightning about half a dozen times in the tower where he used to sit and overlook the area. That tower had been struck by lightning half a dozen times. And I was like, unbelievable. So we went to Yellowstone, went to Old Faithful. Let me tell you now, Old Faithful ain't faithful. Yeah, it's supposed to erupt every sort of hour and 15 minutes, I think it is. Well, we were there for 2 hours. Nothing, not a thing. We just walked away and suddenly, boof, off it goes. Now, you've probably seen pictures of Old Faithful with this big spout of water coming out of the ground and everything. Let me tell you, when you're close to it, all you see is steam. That's it. So it was a bit of a disappointment. So we ended up going from there to a place called Boise, which is a university town in America. Stayed over in Boise, and then we ended up heading off down into California, because one of the things with me being a Los Angeles Rams fan, I wanted to go to what was at that time Anaheim Stadium. That was the home ground of the LA Rams. And I'll come on to the LA Rams in another video. But we stayed down in Los Angeles for a day. Yeah, stayed around there, San Francisco, and then headed back. Like I say, we stopped off in Shelby on the way home. But the ironic thing was when we got back to Battus, pulled in there, and my ASM, bloke called Charlie Barrett, came over. He said, "Cool, Clark, what the hell have you been up to?" So I sort of looked in bewilderment. I said, "You haven't done anything, sir. I've heard all about the story about you and Shelby." Well, apparently what it was, a couple of lads from the jocks, they'd gone through Shelby and they'd stopped off, and someone had said to them, "Do you know Nobby and the guys?" And of course, the story had filtered back to Batters about what had happened in Shelby. But Canada's a beautiful place, yeah. Like I say, being out on the prairie, seeing the rattlesnakes and everything like that. But the actual place itself is beautiful. You fly into Calgary, and when you fly into Calgary, you'll see the Olympic Stadium that was put in place for the Winter Olympic Games, where old Eddie the Eagle participated. I mean, that's a film laugh, isn't it? If you've never seen it, yeah, go and watch the film about Eddie the Eagle. Highly hilarious. But what a legend. A legend that he didn't win it, but he was more famous than the people that did. Yeah, ski jumping. Ever thought about doing that? So yeah, so Battus, like I say, it was called Medman in my day. I understand it's changed. I don't know what's changed too. But if any of the newer guys that are out there have been out to Battus, let us know what the exercise is called now. And let us know if the exploits are still the same as what we had. Like I say, it was all live firing. A number of times I've had to rescue a vehicle that was in the red area. I actually had a gazelle flying once as we were walking up to let us know we'd only got 10 minutes, and then the area was going live again. And if we weren't out, we had to just batten down and hope for the best, because there's no stopping it. But so there we go, that's about exercise Medman in Canada. Hope you're all having a good day today. Good morning. I'd like to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers. Yeah, hopefully 2025 is going to be better than 2024 has been for me. I had a few trial and tribulations, what with losing my mother-in-law's partner, having to abandon the coast-to-coast walk, which I'm hoping to try and finish off this year, and then having the stroke in September. And then with this virus over Christmas. Yeah, what a shit waves. Yeah. So, as Keith would all say to you, if you're new to the channel, yeah, please consider subscribing. Not telling you to do it. Yeah, just asking you to consider it. The channel over the year grew immensely. Yeah. And I will be doing more videos, more music ones. I'm back to playing my guitar. I might even do one when I get back off this tab today and post it on to you, just to wish you Happy New Year. So have a wonderful day. Me and Lisa are off to Dorset for a couple of days tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again in 2025.